What's going on, YouTube? We're bringing you another episode of the Alphas Table. I'm here with my boy Walker Ogle.
Like you said, some people call me Walker, some call me Wilma. Most people don't call me at all because I'm not that important, but that's okay. Today we have a special guest here, like always, and his name is Cole Owens. If you don't know him, he will be a junior at Meigs County High School coming up, and he's one of our great friends. Cole, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, guys. How about you?
Doing all right.
Thanks for having me on the show. It's a real honor.
Yes, sir.
No problem.
On May 4th of all days. What's so special about today, Cole?
It is Star Wars Day, and so May the Fourth be with you all. Anybody watched any Star Wars recently on this day?
I've watched a few of the movies, but I know you've been watching the Clone Wars, and the finale was today. How was that?
It was rough. I was going through it at 3 a.m.
Dang.
Might have shed a tear or two.
I actually saw a TikTok today that was kind of a spoiler, I guess, but it was really sad, and I'm not even caught up, so.
Yeah, it was rough.
All right, well, with that, we will be talking more Star Wars later on, but we're going to jump right into Twitter trending. Matthew, what's our first topic today?
Our first topic today is we're just going to be talking about Netflix. We're going to be talking about, we saw on Twitter that what's trending right now is Nicolas Cage is going to be Joe Exotic in a new Netflix show, movie, I'm not sure what it is, based on Tiger King.
Right. That's pretty dope. You know, Netflix has really been popping off with its shows recently, I'd have to say.
Right. Outer Banks, man, that show it's near perfect, honestly. Like,
Really.
some points there are some cringy moments, but other than that, I think it's really good.
Cole, have you watched Outer Banks yet?
I've watched it twice.
Twice. No,
I'm in
I've
love with
watched
Sarah
it so
Cameron.
much, Cole.
Sarah Cameron, I'm in love with her. She's something special.
Now, for those at home, I've watched the first episode personally, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. At first, I was very intimidated because all the actors are great looking, and I'm just chilling here. But for those at home, tell us just a little bit of what it's about, and when does it get good?
Oh, me?
Go ahead. Anybody
Okay.
that watched.
Well, honestly, the description doesn't make it sound that good, but basically, there's this guy, John B., and his dad went missing a few years, or not a few years ago, a few months, and he was looking for treasure, and John B. kind of wants to continue that legacy, and they go looking for this buried treasure, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Anything else on Netflix that you guys been enjoying and watching a little bit?
Ozark season 3, it's fire.
I've heard about that a little bit. All right. Cole, any shows you've been binge watching over quarantine?
I've been watching Community on Netflix. It's pretty good. Shout out to Zook for that recommendation.
Best show ever. Honestly, better than The Office. I'll say it.
Well, a lot of things are better in The Office. All right, that doesn't matter. We're going to go on to our next topic of Twitter trending, which, as I brought up before, is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. So, let's talk Star Wars. Matthew, tell us a little bit about Star Wars.
Well, you see, today we are going to be ranking all the Star Wars movies.
Oh,
But we're not going to be ranking, like, all of them together. We're going to be splitting them up into the sequels, prequels, and all of that. So, I guess we can start. Are we starting in chronological, or are we starting when they came out?
Let's start. We can start chronological. We can start
Okay.
1 through 3.
Who wants to go first?
How about Cole? Cole, you start us off. What's your ranking of the
All right.
first set?
My top three are, at number 3, I have Attack of the Clones. It was a pretty slow movie up until the end. And then Phantom Menace, again, kind of slow, but had a great lightsaber duel with Darth Maul, one of my favorite characters. And then Revenge of the Sith, and that's probably my favorite Star Wars movie. It's just a really action-packed movie, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
See, I'm going to have to put Phantom Menace last in 1, 2, and 3. I would say Revenge of the Sith, definitely the best. Attack of the Clones second, and Phantom Menace is the worst. I can't stand Jar Jar Binks. He's probably the worst character in any movie ever.
Don't forget Rose in the sequels.
I'm so sorry, Matthew, that your opinion's wrong. Now, for me, it was a hard debate. Obviously, the second one, or number 2, it just wasn't as exciting for me. Oh, well, that's fine. Now, between Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith, that's 3 and 1, right? Both of those?
No.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Yeah.
1 and 2.
No. Revenge of the Sith and Phantom Menace.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm right. So it was a hard debate because they added Jar Jar Binks in the first episode, and Jar Jar caught my eye. He's the best character out there. I don't know how anybody could hate on Jar Jar. He's the man. Misa Hatsu. You know, Jar Jar is great. Jar Jar's amazing. But I had to go with 3. I had to go with Revenge of the Sith just because, obviously, the crazy scenes at the end, man, where Anakin just turns, even though it's been building up, man. I love 3. 1's close, though, cause of Jar Jar. That's just me. We can move on to 4, 5, 6. So, Matthew, you start us this time.
I'm going to have to say Empire Strikes Back is the best. New Hope would be second. And Return of the Jedi is third.
Okay. Now, which one is 6? I know 4 is New Hope. 4 is my second one. New Hope is
New Hope. 6th is Empire Strikes Back.
That one, that's my number 1, just because
5's Empire Strikes
something
Back.
about Darth Vader dying.
No.
What?
Yeah, 6 is Return of the Jedi. 6 is last one.
Is Matthew a forehead confirmed?
Yeah, I think I'm a forehead confirmed.
All right. Well, whatever it is, I'm 6 is my favorite one, where obviously they destroyed the Death Star again.
Yeah, I'm going to have to
Second
change
time.
my order, actually.
And you're a forehead. We get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think 5th, and nothing against it. It's just Luke goes and trains. That's cool. It didn't have the best excitement. It had okay. But so 6 is the best, 4 is second, and then 5th is the worst one of those 3. Cole?
I'd have to go with Empire Strikes Back at 1, and then Return of the Jedi at 2, and then New Hope at 3.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know. I just like the scenes of Return of the Jedi, like the redemption of Vader, the Force ghosts at the end. Yeah, I don't know. New Hope just, I don't know, doesn't do it for me as well as Return of the Jedi.
Okay. Now, for the last set, most and the correct people would say the worst set. For me, it ended after 6. This stuff. They could have done so many things, but they decided to go with terrible things. But for me, I think the best one will have to be Rise of the Skywalker. I'm gonna put 9 as the best, and this is just me. Since I didn't care about it that much, I didn't put so much emphasis on caring about the movie, just more so enjoying it. So I've heard people say that it's too comedy heavy and it relies too much on comedy. And for me, since I didn't care that much about it, I really enjoyed it. What was that? Babu Frick? That was a great little addition. Love that little character. After that, well, I'm just gonna go to skip the last one. The last one, The Last Jedi. I don't think I've been asleep quicker in a movie than that one, or most appalled. I don't think I'm gonna forget that out of my
The
head.
throne room was cool, though.
Yeah, that's right. And then what does that leave? That leaves the first set in that movie, which is Force Awakens. That'll have to be my second. That's my order. Cole?
Okay, Cole.
I'd go Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker, and Last Jedi.
Yeah, that's my ranking as well.
I don't dislike Rise of Skywalker as much as most people do, and I can see the hate, but I mean I enjoyed it. So it and Force Awakens are pretty close for me.
Okay. All right. That wraps up our Twitter trending section, or a little just chat about topics section. So we're going to move on into our hot topics. And we're going to do 2 Would You Rathers today. The first one, I will let Matthew answer first. Matthew, would you rather only be able to love somebody, but they never love you back, or someone will always love you, but you can never love them back?
Huh. Well, kind of been going through the first one my whole life. Sad. I guess I'd rather somebody love me back and then me never be able to love them.
Why is that?
Because I feel like if you are, it always feels good to be loved, even knowing like they don't or you don't care about them the same way, you know?
Okay. Cole?
I'd agree. Yeah, just to feel loved, even if I can't do it back. It's better than feeling lonely.
No. I'm going to throw a curveball, and by curveball, I'm agreeing with what you guys are saying. Because, let's be honest, the first one hurts really bad. And with the second one, at least you know, or at least you don't know. That's the whole thing. You don't know what it feels like to, not be able to accomplish something. You'll know that they're trying, but they can't. But to have that own self-accomplishment, you don't have to have the fear of, I'm going to do this and they won't like me back. So at least with that, either way, I don't think it matters because we're all lonely people and it'd be like that. But, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. For our second, yeah, good job.
Certain.
For our second topic, I'm gonna do this one. I haven't talked about either of these two with these people, Matthew or Cole. Would you rather be able to talk to your past self for 1 minute, or talk to your future self for 1 minute? I'll let Cole answer first this time.
Definitely future.
Future? Okay. Why's that?
Interesting.
You could know what happens and maybe change can you change the future? Like, if they warn you of something, can you change it and it goes your way?
Yes, that'll be basically you have yourself present, past, future, obviously, forehead. And if you talk to your future going to be like, hey, you get in a car wreck on this day, don't drive.
Yeah, I'd go future to prevent something or maybe go at an opportunity that I might have missed.
Okay. Matthew?
I was actually going with past until Cole. He kind of swayed me there. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go with future.
Okay. Now for me, I will switch it up. I've been thinking about this a little bit. I think I would go past, and that is because obviously I'm in the present. If I'm talking to myself in the past, I feel like now, even though I'm very, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm blessed. I have a nice family, nice friends, yada, 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 etc., roof over my house, food.
For my house.
And, so I feel like right now I can't get any worse. I feel like I've already hit my lows. So if I can talk to my past self and be like, past self, you need to not invest your time into one thing and spread it, put your eggs in different baskets. And that way, right now, I could be chilling, living life instead of living in. Anywho. And our third thing we're going to bring up today, we're going to have a small little debate. Each of us have a different opinion, and this is a TV show debate or a Netflix series, whatever you want to call it. I personally think Friends is the best. Matthew thinks Community is the best, and Cole thinks The Office is the best. Matthew, why don't you start us off on why you think Community is the best?
Okay. Number one, I would say because of its rewatchability. I've watched Community 11 times now, and yeah, it's pretty sad actually. But also, second would be Donald Glover. Do I need to say any more? One of the most talented people
See
in
the
the
main
entire
character?
world. What?
Is he the main character, the dude?
No.
Which one's he?
Joel McHale, which is also a great actor. Brie Larson is in it. She not stars in it. She guest stars in it. Let's see, Allison Brie, perfect. What more can I say? Like, it's just a hilarious show set in a community college and with great cast members.
Okay. Okay, 11 times. That's a lot. Cole, why is The Office the best?
I enjoy The Office. I mean, you can rewatch The Office. I don't know about 11 times, but I've watched it like 3 or 4 times, and as long as Michael's there, the last couple seasons are iffy. But it's a classic, and I don't know. I think it's timeless. You can just enjoy it.
All right. Well,
Yeah, The Office is a close second. I don't know how anyone could choose Friends, but anyways.
now let me tell you
You're a
something.
13-year-old girl.
Let me tell you something.
True.
It's hot takes for a reason, or hot topics. And let's be honest.
Probably
I
shocked.
don't know a lot about Community. I've watched the first episode, and I couldn't get into it. Not a lot to say about Community, but it was
Watched
funny.
One episode.
What I did watch was
One.
funny. I'll say what I did watch about the show was funny, but I didn't like the main character. I didn't like the
He
dude.
goes through the best character arc of any television show ever.
No, he doesn't.
You haven't seen it.
Have you seen
haven't
Gibby
watched
from
the
iCarly? Have you seen Gibby from iCarly?
Yes.
That's the best character arc.
That's just like a glow up, not really a freaking character
He goes
arc.
through an arc. He goes from the weird kid to saving the day. You put respect on Gibby's name. Put respect.
We're not talking about iCarly here.
I understand. I'm just saying there's plenty of other character developments in this world. Then I couldn't name the character just an average white dude. It is what it is. Now, so I'm
So
gonna
is
say,
Gibby.
no, he's not. You can't say Gibby's average.
Jeff Winger was a lawyer, and he didn't get his
lawyer?
bachelor degree. How much cooler can you be?
A lot cooler. You can be Gibby. You can take off your shirt.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Gibby
whatever.
rules. Gibby
Whatever.
rules.
Give your point. Give it.
And now, on the other hand, I'm going to go with The Office. Now, when I think of the definition of overrated, The Office just appears in bold letters. Now, it's not because it's a bad show. It is not a bad show. I can watch it sometimes late at night if nothing else is on, or if I just see it on and want to click it and watch it, I'll do it. But The Office it's just a good show. It's not great. It's good. Now, Parks and Recreation, that can be debated because Chris Pratt is there. He's on the show.
You can't make a show good because there is a good actor in it. It's
You
that
can.
simple. Parks
You
and
can.
Rec is awful.
No, that's not true. You can't say that.
Yes, I can.
No, that's a
It
bad
is so
opinion.
bad.
Cole, tell him Park and Rec is a
The
good show.
jokes are stupid.
No, they're not.
funny.
There's slight racism.
Cutting that out.
I disagree. It's not a terrible show. I enjoy it, but it's not on the level of Office. The Office. When I think overrated, I think Friends.
Friends.
It's a decent
Now,
show.
let me tell you why Friends is above all.
We don't
There's
care.
3 reasons. 3. 1, 2, 3, if you can count. There's 3. The first is because it's the perfect cast number. 6 is great. There is 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 6. Now,
No, 7 is better. Community has 7. 7 is perfect.
nobody cares about Community. Didn't even know it was a show until you told us about it. And that's a fact.
Told us.
If anything, It's between Friends and Office. Community's just some little low-hanging fruit on the ground.
Not anymore. It's on Netflix. It has more Google searches than Friends has recently.
You know what else has a lot of Google searches? That doesn't make it good or okay.
What?
Yeah, what are you trying to say here?
I'm trying to say Friends is the best possible show because, like I said, the perfect cast number: 3 guys, 3 girls, perfect. They collide. It's perfect. Number 2, in every show, this is why I couldn't get into Community. I need somebody to relate to. I need to be like, hey, that's me.
You can relate to Abed. He's weird.
No, I need somebody to relate to. I need somebody where I can be like, hey, I'm looking at a mirror. And I do that, I can see myself.
Who do you relate to?
Yeah. Who do you relate to in Friends?
Take a guess. Take a guess.
You're gonna say Joey, aren't you?
No! Joey's
That's
cool!
Phoebe.
I'm lame. Who? Who do I relate to? There's only 2 other answers, so somebody can 50-50.
I was trying to think of the guy's name that works the like coffee shop or
Gunther?
whatever. Yeah.
No!
Are you saying you're Chandler?
All right, we're 0 for 2. Last but not least,
Is Ross.
I'm Ross.
No.
That's because
Ross Paul.
No. Let me finish. You're gonna understand. I am literally Ross, but I didn't win. I ended up losing that battle in life. I'm literally Ross to a T. If you look at a picture of Ross, we're gonna post it up outside. We're gonna post a picture of me and a picture of Ross, and
Nothing alike.
it's the same character. It's the same person. Now that's just the second point. The third point would be the ending and the show in general. I think it has. If I'm watching a movie, I don't want to watch a movie or a TV show where the ending's just meh. That's the biggest turnoff of a movie.
Community's ending was perfect.
Congratulations. I'm glad that you and 4 other people have watched Community and can say that. Now,
Lots of people
the rest
have
of the
watched
world,
The Office's ending was amazing.
Made me
the
cry.
Friends ending
So the
It's
Community.
is perfect.
Clone Wars ending made me cry.
Yes. So that's why Friends is the best. And I don't think it can be debated other than stupid people. I'm sorry, stupid people. It's okay. Now,
Wrong, but whatever.
Got a real Abed on his hands.
and this brings us into our sports take. And if you've noticed, it's the NFL. There's a lot of other things that, we just can't talk about right now. Basketball, the only thing that's going on is The Last Dance. And I think only Cole would be the most intelligent to discuss that. But we need topics where everybody can be included who we're video calling with. So with that being said, something we all can agree on, the Cowboys are the best, most enjoyable and exciting team to ever be in any sport ever. That's a good
True.
thing.
Literally America's team.
It is. If you say it's not America's team, I'm sorry, you're wrong. If you probably like the Jags. Let's be honest. You're irrelevant. I'm sorry. Now, with what's going on with the Cowboys is there's some people out there, and let's be honest, those people are ugly. Those people are saying things. Those people are saying things. And I can say that because I'm ugly. Now,
Fair
there are
point.
things going on,
That's
such
Walker's
as Andy
inward.
Dalton signing. Now, if you're a person in this world and you think Andy Dalton is going to be the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys in the season of 2020,
Who Megalol?
I think you should stop watching sports. I think I'll pay you to stop watching sports. That's not true. I don't like giving people money. Now, Cole, how do you feel about Andy Dalton being signed?
I feel like it's a good pickup, like a good veteran backup that we could have. It might send the wrong message, like with the Dak contract negotiations still, not happening. It'd be a good pickup if we had a starter on the roster, but I think
Okay. Now, before I continue, I just want to say that Matthew, your face being covered up by this picture You don't even know the picture yet when we're talking about this, but it's such a great picture. I want you to
I
know. It's probably-
refuse to edit pictures over my face.
I'm
I
sorry.
refuse.
I'm sorry. No one's saying what you're saying right now. They can only hear you. Now,
I
As
can
for me-
refuse.
no.
I'm the one editing it.
Okay. Anywho, the Andy Dalton sign, it's just an insurance policy on the off case. Dak gets hurt. We cut Cooper Rush today. Nothing against Cooper Rush, but I'd much rather have a veteran back there that actually has game experience that can provide what the Cowboys need. Now, with the Cowboys, I think they're the most inconsistent team, I would say, in the league. Meaning, I've done a speech recently. I think my face is red again. Unfortunate. I did a speech recently, and what I've noticed, I noticed this last year as well, is the Cowboys literally go from good season, bad season, good season, bad season. And they're overhyped, but they're overhyped for a reason, because on paper they're good. They're literally the Dallas Cowboys. They could go 1-16, and everybody would still talk about them because it's the Cowboys. It just goes along with the name. Now, when it comes to expectations for this year, Cole, what are you expecting from the Cowboys this year?
I'm not expecting like an amazing season because it's still the first year under a new head coach. I think it's an improvement over Garrett, but I don't think a first-year head coach is going to be able to take them deep into the playoffs. I think they still got a few years, like a year or two, to get gelled and everything working, and then I think they'll be a real threat, especially if they sign Dez.
That's what we hope. We hope they sign Dez, even though CD took 88. Now, my expectations last season, I had very high expectations, and most people would because they had a semi-easy schedule, and they let the Cowboys and the fans down. Now, that was because the defense just let anything that wanted to run the ball through the line. That's what it is. It is what it is. Well, this year, I'm expecting it's the first year, and people want to look at the offense and say, hey, it's loaded. And they would be correct by saying that. But on the defensive end, we lost Robert Quinn, who led the team in sacks and was the counter to DeMarcus Lawrence. We were hoping Randy Gregory or Alden Smith, with I think it's weed being legal in the league. We hope that they can produce. And then our corner is obviously a downgrade since Byron. So I'm thinking it's a playoff team. I think there's obviously a chance. Anytime you get in the playoffs, there's obviously a chance of having a deep run. But if we can get to the playoffs and hopefully just get there and win a game, I feel as if that would be successful for the Cowboys, and people can stop saying the Cowboys just can't win, which sometimes they can't, sometimes they can. Now, we're going to pause.
They get a little help in the draft. Drafted like 2 cornerbacks, couple D linemen. I think that was good.
I agree. I think the draft, every single draft the Cowboys had, starting with CeeDee Lamb, that's literally, in my opinion, the best receiver in the league, or one of the best. It helps us because the Eagles didn't pick him up. Now all we have to go against is Jalen Reagor, who, exactly what I said, who. And then after that, it's value picks. We get the Trevon Diggs. We get Gallagher, I think his name is. What's his name? It starts with a G in Gal. I don't remember. I'm not too sure. But each pick, we got something good. Until the 7th, which, it's the 7th round. It's a quarterback. You don't know. He's just somebody who could be developmental. It is what it is with that. Do we have anything else we want to add on the Cowboys? Matthew, anything about the Cowboys you want to add?
I'm apparently covered up right now, so.
Oh. All right, well, you're uncovered. And with that being said, do you have anything you'd like to add with the Cowboys?
No.
No. All right, record prediction. What's your record prediction right now? Matthew, Cole, and myself will give one. Matthew, prediction? No?
Oh, me first?
Yes.
What did we go last year? 8-8.
We went 8-8, the big 8-8.
9-7.
9-7. Okay. Hey, that's playoffs, maybe. Who knows? Cole?
I'd say regular season, 10-6.
I'm either saying 10-6 or 11-5 if we are as good as the paper says, which the Cowboys have been known to let people down, but it's not like we're changing ship, hopping ship. It's still the Cowboys. We love them. Do we have any final words on today's topics? Anything we want to add?
I think the Cowboys defense depends. I mean, it'll help a lot if they get Van Der Esch back from injury.
Mm-hmm. Which signs are pointing to he is.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. Well, with that being said, thank you guys for watching our 4th episode. Hopefully, we can get to the big 10 likes this time. That'd be great if we could get that. If you like what you're watching, if you enjoy, please leave a like, please subscribe. It'll help us out greatly. And with that, we're out.